Like you never even existed. Trivial creatures don't deserve to live. I'll cut you.
Shall I?
Trust me.
And that's what Zahhak would look like in a perfect world where there were never any politicians or Angel of Lights or anybody faster than you or any interruptions or any counterattacks. Here's what he looks like in a normal world of Epic 7.
I'll remove you like you never even existed. Prove your worth. Overpower them all.
I expected this.
Okay, so I tried a bit of testing with Zahhak recently. Basically, all of the builds, all of the stat ranges, all of the things. I wanted to see where I could use them, how he'd be used, you know, and what sort of scenarios I would actually benefit bringing him over a ton of other more versatile units. And honestly, I'm very underwhelmed so far. Sure, he can kill Violet, but so can a lot of other people. Especially some that we released recently, and those other people protect themselves better. I'm not saying he's not good at killing Violet, but I'm saying the stars kind of felt like they had to align for anything to happen. And outside of doing that one thing, he didn't bring anything to the table. His barrier didn't really do much. And yes, I'm not fully Mulligored. I'm 2-2-3, but you know, it's hard to Mola somebody like this where I don't believe in him too much right now. And I don't feel like I have too much of a use. So testing out an arena, there's zero chance you can use him in arena from what I've gathered, even against teams with Violets and not much else. In Guild War offense, I have a feeling you might be able to pull him off there a little bit, just to kill Violets on certain teams, but often somebody like Pylus, a healer, and something else might be more suitable. There's tons of different better options. And I just want people to be aware of what people can showcase on YouTube with a little bit of editing and some number fudging, you know. So just be warned when you see a clip like the start of the video that's likely not going to happen, you know. These are the stats I'm currently sitting on. He's on 334 crit damage, 4,227 attack, 200 speed. So I've tried 270 speed, I've tried 250, I've tried 230, I've tried 200. I've tried all of the speeds. I've tried slower. The problem with anything under 250 I found is he basically just got stun locked. There was nothing he could do. Between Angel of Light, any other debuff, literally anything that unable to be buffs, anything that decreases hit chance, on top of that, anything that does anything, just completely interrupted what he was going to do. Also, if they had a FCC or an Aureus or an Adamant Shield or anything like that, he wasn't killing Violet. It just wasn't happening, even with big damage, because it's so much mitigation. You just don't do enough damage to be able to do that unless you are pre-buffing him with attack buff and slash or giving defense break to the enemy. Both of those are really not something you can bank on. Sure, you can use somebody like Meg Chloe or maybe even Mediator Cowrick right now to give him attack buff, and that might do it, but still, I don't think you're killing a lot of Violets that way. I think a lot of them are going to be surviving. And on top of that, he doesn't extinction. So there's like, he kills Violet and then Violet's like, what up guys, I'm back. It's me, Violet, your boy. And you know, you lose, right? And the unable to be buffed with Angel of Light and stuff just destroyed him. There was nothing he can do. And unless I was really fast against teams that just had nothing going for them, that's when it just, the only time I did something. And with that fast of a build, I wasn't killing stuff. So maybe if you have God tier gear, but if you're listening to this and you don't have the best gear, you don't have better gear than me, that type of thing is not going to kill enemy Violets. So let's talk a little bit about his skill 1 and skill 2. So skill 2, elaborate plan, felt kind of useless, honestly. The barrier did basically nothing. And again, I'm missing barrier strength, but like, we don't have molas for everybody, right? Like we can't base every single character off of plus 15 because, you know, we don't have the mola. So it's just something I have to mention. Yes, with more barrier, it would have been better, but I don't think it really would have made that big of a difference. The other thing too is the CR just on himself feels really lackluster, because you can't, like, you're spending your second turn on a DPS to maybe dispel a buff from somebody and give yourself some combat readiness. It just does not sit right with me that that's what it does for your turn 2, right? Because you can't use this on your turn 1. It doesn't really do anything, right? Then again, you could actually remove debuffs on somebody else that might actually do something for their turn. Sorry, that was rude. And then we have vulnerability exposed, and this one actually does a lot of damage. I actually like this the best out of his entire kit. The kind of reasoning here is because the damage dealt when the target is buffed is massive. That does a lot of damage. I feel like if he ends up being used, it's going to be more on the back of vulnerability exposed with burns just to make kills go, then on execute, then relying on execute, I mean. Maybe finding a way to make yourself like an injury team and then guarantee the kill, right? Like, because if you injury somebody with if you injury anybody and they have a buff on, you're gonna kill them with vulnerability exposed. So very interesting to think about. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Zahhak. Yes, I've been pretty down on him. I have not enjoyed him. Love his design, love his character. He's probably the best husbando in the game. I forget what other husbandos there are, but he's top tier for me, definitely. But I'm just not feeling it in other ways, you know? Feeling it in one way, but not the others. And maybe that'll change. Maybe he's an all-star in Guild War. I haven't been able to test that yet. Maybe he's a pick in RTA you can pull out. But so far on the surface, I am not too pleased. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think with Zahhak in the description below, in the comments below. And again, hit that like button if you can. Sub if you can as well. Helps out so much. And I hope I'm wrong. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Prove your worth. Overpower them all.
I expected this.